trying to find another SDX drill, and bad weather's coming in. Make sure you check out the last video of us finishing the one over the weekend here. So now we got one more nice day to finish this one. We enjoy getting it done and helping the farmer. That's our goal and that's our joy. Let's get after this one. Well, it looks like he's ready for us. He's got the drill all out. Tractor's hooked up. We got some Pro Stitch closing wheels on here. Recon blockage. That's a nice upgrade. Looks like he tried our pivot on one row here, and maybe that's why we're here today, because he is having issues and like the result of that test. So here we have the original depth adjuster style arms. We've got a fix for those, so you don't have to buy new. We're gonna replace these just like on the last one, so we gotta knock all those out. A lot of depth adjusters might be stuck. Jeepers. That's not gonna be fun. Anytime we see a broken bolt or sheared out flag on this pin, we know that this pivot's gonna give us a problem. Are they all going that tough?
Pretty much.
Oh. We even drove the bushing out of this one.
Yeah, a lot of them have been. That's okay.
Maybe we don't have to drive it out later. We got all the closing wheel arms off. I'm coming through, ripping the scrapers off. Nate's got the depth adjusters coming off over there. He's got most of those off. And Chuck is gonna get out the torch wrench.
Coming in hot.
That was an interesting burst.
Just like that.
Yeah. Nice. That's the tool right there. And that one.
Yep. It can't be stuck if it's liquid.
Fewest times you can pick up and set down a tool is a great way to improve efficiency. Cut those down, you're gonna be faster. Ready tips number 1 for the day.
Ground by noon, and we pretty well did it.
Nice!
All right.
Nice.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Love it.
It is noon. We're gonna have some lunch, and we achieved our goal of getting this thing stripped down by noon. And now it's time to take a break, a much deserved needed break. We gotta unload some parts Farmer's got this sweet skid steer here, so I'm gonna hop in that.
Hey, up! Got it! Thank you.
Having fun yet?
Loads of it. These are fighting me really, really hard. Yeah. Catch some of the pins I've torched out over there already.
Yeah.
I've got a torch all the way back into here, straight into the pin, before I can get it to move.
If you run across a situation where you cannot get this bushing out, and it's usually on the older row units that have machined shoulders in here and no spacer in between, what we're going to do is show you how you can get it out by putting some tack welds in here and driving it out with a pin. Three tack welds seem to be enough to allow that tool to catch it and drive it out. I've got a unique setup here where, because this is an older machine with the old style squeeze depth adjusters, they're real slopped out. And what I'm doing is I'm adding a plate, I'm welding that on and rehabilitating this piece. You cannot buy this from Case anymore. You have to buy their new version, the whole kit. I think it's 150 bucks a row or something like that. Whereas this, I don't know what it is, 50 bucks. Gets you all the bushings, pins, and it gets you this plate. It's gonna be a fun one. Well, the weather did not disappoint. It followed the forecast and it is raining. So we are getting wet and we're gonna be soaked today, but we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do. If we're gonna stay on today or if we're gonna take the day off and wait till it stops raining. I like your guys' pants.
Yeah.
I'll know where you're at now.
Our old thing. That's my thing. Where do you want to start?
Oh, what a month. What a mess.
Great, I love my job.
Yes, me too. It's not raining right now, so that's good.
Yeah, right now.
I'm gonna show you guys how to take care of the nuts on the seed tubes on an SDX, or at least the best methods we've found that can hopefully save as many of these studs as possible. Tools you're gonna need is a torch. This angle ratchet's really helpful, and from Gear Wrench you can get this adapter thing that allows you to chase threads with this using a die. A 7/16 deep socket, some penetrating oil, could be WD-40, or in this case it's this Penetro 90 from Schaefer's, and of course a ready bucket. Just visually make sure you're perpendicular or in line with the bolt or the stud and the threads. Run until you're bottomed out, back it off. Now that the threads are chased, that's going to help us once the nut gets farther up, if it'll start to go. In order to get the nut to start, I'm going to try to heat it here. And now I'm going to slowly start here. This one started nice and easy. This one did as well. Another step you can add or try is throwing some penetrating oil, or when the nut hits those bad threads, it'll help it get through it. See, now it tightened up. You just want to really feel how it's going and adjust. You don't want to go too much or you'll snap them off, if you can avoid it. Anyway, now I'm going to go back tight, try to work some lube in those threads. there you just saved yourself whatever the cost of a new C-tube is, or all the time to weld on a new bolt that functions as a stud. On this particular drill, I'm probably only saving 25% of them this way. I'll break one stud, so it means it has to still come off and get a stud welded on, so I don't really count that as a success. We're trying to not have to take these hoses out, because if you got to take these hoses out, it's a lot more work. You got to clean out inside those tubes, and that adds a lot of labor too.
So here we're going to attach the depth adjuster linkage. We have our handle here, our adjustment handle. It is loaded with a spring on the inside here. You just clamp it down for pressure. We have our depth adjuster plate here with our pin that has already been attached. We're going to slide the bolt end in through the slot, and then we're going to attach it to these 3 mounting holes here. I'm gonna slide them in, and then we'll go ahead and attach these nuts here. So you'll spin it till you have access. You'll use a small punch that fits right inside that hole, and you're gonna use that to hold back up. And of course my gun is dead.
Oh no.
My gun died. And you'll hold your punch tight, spin in your bolt so it's nice and snug. Extract your punch, and then tighten the lower 2 nuts. And now we will attach our plate to the actual main arm. It's very important to function test every single thing we do to make sure that we installed it correctly. We get full range of access on your depth, which we do.
Chuck and I are headed back to Fargo. We've got a few things we got to take care of there. We're not going to finish this job today, or this till the rain's done. We're going to get back here. We got some parts we got to figure out and bring back. Did not go as planned, but sometimes that happens. They're going to keep the Ford F-150 here for their rig, leave the trailer here. We're going to get out of here and figure out what's going on back at the shop. Hey guys, thanks for watching. Another SDX, not quite in the books, but it will be. And thanks so much for supporting farmers and us. We appreciate it. See you next time.